Hi, I'm Em, and this is the Ewe Up vlog. Welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Em. I'm a knitter and pattern designer living in British Columbia, Canada, and this is my cozy little corner of the internet. Thank you for joining me today. This is going to be a full-length vlog episode, so I hope you're ready. Got a cup of tea or a project to work on, and you're ready to dive in. So first things first, I just want to say a big thank you. If you watched the previous episode, you know I put out a call for test knitters for my latest design, the Capilano sock, and I am honestly blown away by the response I had. I was not expecting to get that many applications. I had more applications than I thought I would get, and even after expanding my test pool size, I still had to turn some people away. So I am truly touched, truly blown away by your excitement and encouragement and support. And yeah, the test period is officially underway. Everybody in the test group is sharing photos of the yarn that they're going to use and talking about how excited they are to get going. And I am so excited, and I think I couldn't have gotten a better group of testers. I'm really excited to see their socks, and I'm so excited to get this test underway. I'm a little nervous because these are the first socks I've ever designed, so hopefully I've got the math right. But even if I don't, I haven't given myself like a hard release date for this pattern yet, just in case I have to go back and redo some of the math. But fingers crossed I got it all right, and hopefully the testers love it. And yeah, oh my gosh, I just feel like my heart starts racing talking about it because I can't believe that this is finally happening, and I'm really excited and I'm really nervous, and I really want everybody to love the pattern. So I will be posting updates. I'll try to update YouTube and Instagram as well, so make sure you're following me if you want updates on this next pattern release. My guess is it'll be out end of August, early September-ish, but again, that depends on testers' feedback. So watch this space, watch Instagram. I will make sure everybody is updated. And yeah, I just wanted to start this video off with a huge heartfelt thank you, because I was pretty nervous putting the call out, and you guys went above and beyond in your support and encouragement and excitement. So it means a lot. So with that kind of out of the way, let's get into the episode. First things first, as I'm sure you've noticed, I'm wearing my most recent finished object. I had someone comment on my previous full-length episode that I completely skipped over what I was wearing that day. Oops, I guess I was just a little too excited. So here we go. Let's talk about what I'm wearing. This is the clematis sweater. It's got a beautiful little asymmetrical button placket, and I've knit it in this beautiful green. I knit it to match a specific t-shirt mini dress that I have. It's one of my favorite dresses, and I had seen somebody else on Instagram style their clematis sweater over a cute little mini dress with like sort of the same skirt shape, and as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh my gosh, I need to make one for myself. So that's how this became a thing. I used 2 yarns to get this color because it's a very specific greeny blue. So the base is Barocco Ultra Alpaca Light in turquoise mix. It's technically a sport weight, but it's a pretty heavy sport weight, I think. And then I paired it with Sadness Garden Tin Silk Mohair in Jelly Bean, which is this really bright green. And the effect is exactly what I hoped for, because from further away, the marling blends together and you get this really nice greeny blue that's still bright, but also a little bit muted from that turquoise shining through. And then I got the perfect buttons. I ordered them online from Pigeon Wish's shop, and I was a little nervous because they have this like dark tortoiseshell effect. So I was a little worried that they wouldn't match, but they turned out perfect. There's just enough interest there to distinguish them and give it a little extra pizzazz. And I really love how it turned out. It's super cozy, so I've only worn it a couple of times because, of course, like our whole spring leading up into July was kind of chilly and rainy, which is pretty unusual for where I live. I live in a semi-desert area. And then July hit and we are up at like 38 degrees Celsius every day. So I haven't had a lot of chance to wear it, but I put it on today. I am wearing it with shorts inside because otherwise I would definitely overheat. This is not really summer appropriate. Yeah, I'm really happy with how it turned out. I did knit a size 2, even though by the measurements I should have knit a size 1 because I wanted to make sure that the body was quite boxy. I didn't want it to be super snug so that I could easily layer it over most of my clothing. But I think I probably should have knit the size 1 for the neckline and the shoulders, just so that they fit a little bit better. So if I make another clematis in the future, I will definitely stick to size 1 and then either block it a little bit more aggressively or just add some stitches to the body area to make sure that I have that boxy fit. Because if you know me, you know I love a boxy fit, but I also really like a shoulder that fits quite well. And it is supposed to be a drop shoulder, but I think I would have liked a less open neck and more of a crew neck. So just thoughts for next time if I decide to make a second one. And honestly, I love how it looks, so I can definitely see myself making another one in the future. It's just too hot right now. I am in summer knitting mode for sure. Also, I'm just gonna take a quick moment to apologize in case there's a lot of background noise. We live very close to a police station, so there are the occasional sirens, which is why you might see some choppy editing. There is also a ton of construction happening around us right now, so if you hear loud noises in the background, unfortunately, I don't have a fancy microphone set up, so this is the best it's gonna be. I'm so sorry. Hopefully it's not overly distracting. So now that we've talked about what I am wearing, let's talk about what I'm working on. There's not a ton, to be honest, because these are proving to be lengthy whips, but that's okay. They are super enjoyable and I love each and every one of them, and I'm really excited to tell you more about them. So let's dive in. First things first, I have this beautiful project bag from my friend Katie of Songbird Handmade. I got this bag in her update. I think this is the largest project bag she makes, largest drawstring project bag. I have been wanting a project bag from her for so long, and I finally made the jump and purchased one, and I had zero regrets. There's so many pockets, the construction is amazing, the sewing is perfect, and it's just beautifully crafted, and she always picks the best fabric. Like, this is so cute. It makes me think of like Monet's paintings. I love it so much. And in here, this is the home of one of my longest standing whips right now. If I can get it, this is the one thing, I'm not good at opening drawstring bags. There we go. I had it pretty tight. There. This is one of my longest standing whips. I'm sure you guys are a little bit tired of hearing about it. There has been zero progress on this since the last video, so I won't spend too much time on it. But it should be mentioned. This is the Sea of Dreams baby blanket. Still massive, still in progress. Yeah, I have made zero progress on this. It hasn't been pulled out of this bag in forever. Just because I've had other things going on, and this lace pattern takes quite a bit of concentration, so I just haven't had a moment to pull it back out, but I will be getting back to it. But there's no time limit on this, and I want to make sure I'm not making any mistakes. So as always, it'll be linked below, and you can check out previous videos for more information as well. But just wanted to give it a quick mention because it is something that is still on my radar. It's not hibernating. It's just been a busy month. Okay, next up we have a project that I actually finished last year, and then when I blocked it, wonky things happened and it slipped right off my shoulders. So I finally took it apart and started it again this year. This is the, hold on just a sec. This is the cottage core crop. I'm knitting it in ZZ Textiles yarn. This is the colorway Oak. I think this is one of Rachel's like best-selling colors. It's been around since her first update, first or second update maybe. Correct me if I'm wrong. It is like a classic ZZ colorway, and I love it. And when I saw the cottage core crop pattern come out, I knew it needed to be in this color. So I'm really happy to have it back on my needles. I have made some modifications. So I worked the neck increases a little bit faster so that the V, it doesn't dip quite as low. So it's a shallower V-neck. And then I have moved the ruffle up to right under my bust because I really like that silhouette on myself. And now the only downside to moving the ruffle up is now I have like 400 stitches on my needles. So working one row takes forever because I am already a slow knitter, and then it's just miles and miles and miles of stockinette. So it's taking a little bit of time to finish up the ruffle, but I think we only need like an inch more, maybe even half an inch more on the ruffle, and then I can finish up the sleeves and do the button placket. And I am so excited. I can't wait to have this in my wardrobe. Every time I see someone on Instagram posting about their cottage core crop, I'm just so excited to get mine finished. So can't wait for that. Again, it's just miles and miles of stockinette. I did pop up to my local fabric store recently and I picked up buttons for my cottage core crop because I don't have enough buttons in my button collection of the correct size. So the pattern calls for 6 buttons. I picked up 9 because again, I have modified the pattern, so I think the button placket will be a little bit longer. So I might need like 7 or 8 buttons. So I got 9, and I just picked simple wooden buttons because I wanted it to feel very like cottage core still, but not be too in your face. So I just went with simple buttons. They do have a small ridge around the middle, which I really like. It's just a nice extra little detail. And it was good timing to pick these up because hopefully I will get this finished by the end of July, which would be great to wear to Flock, where I might get to meet the designer and the dyer, fingers crossed. I'm so excited. Is anybody else headed to Flock Fiber Festival in Seattle in August? If you are, leave a comment. Please come and say hi if you see me there. I'm really excited to meet all of my internet friends, and you know, living in Canada, you don't get a big chance to meet a lot of your international knitting friends, so this is such an exciting opportunity and I can't wait. We are moving really quickly through this. I don't know if I'm maybe just talking way too fast or not explaining things enough. Maybe I'm just excited to film another episode. All right, next up, this is also ZZ Textiles yarn. Sorry, I've got multiple ends going here. This is Puffer Coat. Again, this is like a core collection color of Rachel's, and I bought a sweater quantity of it, but I'm breaking out one skein of it for this project. I'm not going to talk too much about this yet because this is a new design. It's going to be a cute little tank top. It doesn't look like much right now. This tank top will be for release next year, but I'm starting work on it now so that I can get some wear in on it and have lots of time to think about the construction and work on grading, because I want to make sure that there's some bust options as well, and I'm pretty new to garment design, so I just want to make sure I'm doing a good job. So I'm starting my sample now, and it will be for release sometime next year. So again, hit subscribe here, hit follow over on Instagram so that you are the first to know about any test opportunities in the future. So I won't really talk too much about it, but I finally figured out the construction that I wanted to go with, and I've made some really good progress. I'm loving this color. It is perfect for the hot, hot heat of July and August weather here where I live. I can't wait to get this all finished up, and yeah, I'm making really good progress. I like how it's turning out so far. Again, it doesn't look like much right now while it's worked flat, but once I get it in the round, I'm sure it'll fly off the needles super, super quick. Again, this is something I'm hoping to have finished in time to wear to flock. I'm just gonna be like a walking ad for ZZ Textiles yarn, which is unintentional, but I love it. Rachel, you know I love your yarn and your colors, and if I could, I'd own every single colorway you ever created. But yeah, I'm not going to talk too much about it. There will be a video about this design when it is complete and ready for testing, but for now, I'm just really enjoying it, and I'm going with the flow and taking notes, and yeah, can't wait to show you what it looks like once I have it all finished. So that's kind of everything that I have in terms of knitting works in progress. Most of these projects have been pretty slow going because, you know, ribbing takes a long time, lace takes a long time, miles and miles of stockinette takes a long time, especially when you're a slower knitter like me. I just can't move that fast as much as I try. And you know, now that it's stopped raining and we've got some nice weather, I'm trying to be outside whenever I can as well, and that's not always conducive to knitting, especially when you're working with wool. It just gets hot, my hands get hot, you know, small things to complain about. But I do have a new whip on the go, but it's not knitting related. I have decided to finally make the leap back into sewing. If you followed me on Instagram for a long time, you know that I had a little spurt where I was doing a lot of sewing, primarily of the Demeter dress. I love that pattern, and I've made so many of them. And I have a folder on Instagram where I save sewing patterns that I would love to work on in the future, and I have a huge pile of fabric that I've been stockpiling for years. So I finally decided this is the year I'm gonna get back into it. I'm finally gonna use up some of this fabric, and I came across a pattern that I'm really excited to make. It's the Sunrise Skirt, and let me show you the fabric. So this is the fabric. It's washed and just waiting to be cut up. It's a beautiful blue and white skinny stripe. I actually thrifted this. It's hard to read on the tag, but I think it's 2.5 yards, or it might be 2 3/4 yards. And I got this probably 3 years ago now in a thrift shop, and I've just been sitting on it. I think it's a lightweight cotton. Again, with thrifting, you never really know what the fabric composition is, but it feels like a lightweight cotton. And I've just been waiting for inspiration to make something, and I thought this would be perfect to make a cute little high-waisted skirt for summer. So I've got my fabric all washed and ready to go. I have my pattern pieces printed and cut out. I'm sure you saw my reel on Instagram and on YouTube Shorts about going off to buy an invisible zipper, because of course I didn't look at the pattern notions before I actually got going. So I did have to run out and buy an invisible zipper, and I also got some more fusible interfacing because you can never have enough interfacing, and mine always seems to go missing. And yeah, I'm looking forward to dusting off my sewing machine. It's been a while since I've sewn, so I'm a little bit nervous about my technique and my skills, but hopefully they come back to me pretty quick. And I'm really excited to have another handmade, hand-sewn object in my wardrobe. The thing about me is I actually don't really enjoy sewing. Like, I hate pinning and I hate cutting everything out. I like sewing, but my skills aren't really, I don't have a lot of practice with it, so my, seams are always a little bit wonky, but that just lends itself to the charm of a handmade item, I think. So I'm not worried about that, but I hate cutting and I hate pinning, and that's like the bulk of the sewing experience. You have to cut and pin so much. So I have no idea how this is gonna go, especially since it's been a long time since I've dipped my toes into the sewing world. But I love having the handmade items in my wardrobe, and like I said, I have a lot of fabric. I actually thrifted even more fabric. I got 3 yards of really cute red gingham, like crinkle cotton almost, or like crinkle gauze, which, like, if you know me, you know I love gingham. So I couldn't leave it behind. So I have even more fabric now. My goal was to work through my fabric stash so it wasn't sitting there taunting me anymore. And instead I just added even more fabric to it, which is like classic. If you've seen my yarn cabinet, you know I have a little bit of an issue with stockpiling stash acquisitions, but I'm feeling the sewing mojo, so I'm gonna dive right in and make the most of it. And I'm really excited to make this skirt. I think it'll end up super, super cute. I do have more fabric than I need. So if I have, I'm assuming, because the pattern calls for like 1.5 yards, and I think I have 2.5 yards here. So I should have 1 full yard remaining of the fabric. What should I make next? Should I make like a cute little tank top or something? Or I don't know. If you have any sewing pattern recommendations for like a yard of fabric or less, please let me know in the comments. I'm always looking for inspiration, and I really like knowing what other people enjoy sewing and learning about new designers from other sewists. So leave your ideas in the comments below. So that is actually everything that I have to discuss today. I feel like that went by really fast. So hopefully I have enough content to like actually make a full-length episode. What kind of episode lengths do you guys like? Because I see most of the people that I follow and watch vlogs from, they're vlogging for like minimum 30 minutes, unless it's like a little mini episode or like a pattern roundup or something like that. Most of their episodes are like 30 plus minutes, and I feel like I've just never been able to really crack that. So let me know, what do you guys like? Do you like the short and sweet episodes, or do you like the longer episodes where you can like really get stuck in with your own project? I am trying to provide as much detail as possible when I talk about things, but I also feel like because I'm a slower knitter, I end up talking about things over and over and over, and by that point, if you've seen one episode, you know the deal. So I don't want to like just keep saying the same things over and over and over. You know, it feels kind of redundant. So I don't know, maybe I'm overthinking it. Let me know if you do have a preference. I'm always trying to improve with every episode, so I want to know what you guys like, and hopefully I can meet those expectations and, you know, make an enjoyable episode for you. So just to wrap things up, again, thank you so much for your support and your encouragement and excitement for the Capilano socks. Like I said, testing is officially underway. I'm so excited to see the progress of the cat is napping right there, and I think he's a little annoyed with how much I've been talking. I'm really excited to see testers' progress. I have given them carte blanche to post to their own social media with a hashtag so you guys can keep track of their progress as well. And again, I will update you guys as soon as I know what the release date will be, and we'll do a cute little release date discount, so definitely keep your eyes peeled for that. Yeah, I have some fun travel plans coming up this summer, which I might as well talk about because I've already mentioned one of them. So my partner and I decided that this is the summer of yarn festivals unintentionally. So we will be traveling to Seattle for Flock. We did buy the weekend passes. I don't know, we're kind of on a yarn budget, so I don't know how much time we will actually spend in the marketplace, but I am most excited about meeting all of my US knitting friends, meeting you. Please come up and say hi. I would love to meet you in person. Really looking forward to meeting all of my favorite dyers in person and shopping around for beautiful yarn. Before we head to Flock, we are actually just heading down to a nearby city for just a fun weekend, and I will be stopping in at a couple of yarn stores that are new to me, and I think we're finally committing. We're gonna buy a little drop spindle and some fiber and learn how to spin. This has been on my list for so long, and it was really popular this past year. There've been like lots of spin-alongs, and Tour de Fleece is going on right now. So I just can't hold back anymore. I have to give it a try, and I actually think it'll be something that my partner really enjoys because it's very tactile. He tends to enjoy like things that you can do with his hands. So if he gets into that, oh my gosh, that'll make my day. Like, it'll make my month. I will be so excited. So we will be doing that this month and giving that a try. So maybe at Flock we might be buying more fiber than yarn, who knows? I'm trying to like keep my expectations pretty low. It's a new skill. I'm not gonna be amazing at it right away. I know that about myself, but I'm really excited to give it a try and yeah, just see what kind of yarn we come up with. And I'm excited for my partner to try it. It would be perfect timing for us to go to these yarn festivals if he also had an interest in some fiber goodies. But he is just happy to come along with me, which I am very grateful for because I am so stoked to go and meet everybody. I keep saying that, but it's true. I'm just so excited because the knitting community has been such a joy to me, and it's been such an important part of my life, and I just feel really grateful that I'm able to come and have these experiences and meet all of you, and yeah, it just means a lot. So I'm really excited. Following Flock, we are actually headed to Calgary for Knit City Calgary. It's the first one held in Calgary. I've been to the one held in Vancouver before. And that was super, super fun. And again, I'm just really excited. We are meeting up with some other fiber friends of ours, and we're all headed to Knit City just on one day. We'll be there on the Saturday. Again, please come say hi. I'm so excited to meet all of my Canadian knitting friends and shop more yarn goodies and fiber goodies and everything like that. So we've got a jam-packed summer of Fiber Fests, and I couldn't be more excited. I'm so happy, so excited. I love that I get to share this hobby with so many other people around the world. It's a beautiful thing, and I'm just really excited to have the ability to go to 2 festivals this year. They're so much fun. If you ever have the chance to go to one, I highly encourage you do so. It's so fun. You meet so many amazing people, and the energy of being in a space with so many other crafters is just incredible. So anyway, I'll stop talking about it. I'll keep you updated on those Fiber Fests. I'll keep you updated on new designs and on the Capilano socks. And of course, hit subscribe here for more updates. Go over to Instagram, follow me over there if you want to see more photos of my whips and their progress and finished object photos and everything like that. Thank you so much for watching. Links to everything are in the description, as well as a link to my Ko-Fi account where you can make a donation to support my work if you wish. There's no pressure on that though, but the link is there if you are interested. Thank you all so much. I feel really lucky to share this space with so many amazing people, and just really looking forward to even more knitting and sewing in the future.